This is Out of the Box with your host, Jonathan Clark. Out of the Box, Sunday nights at 9 on Q1043.
Their new and third album is Household Name. As I hold it up to the cameras here, they're playing the Stone Pony Summer Stage August 17th, Music Hall of Williamsburg October 8th. All the info, mommaband.com. We've got Allegra and Ita from the band here. So you guys are from L.A. originally? Calabasas, yes?
Kind
really.
of. Well, we went to high school in Calabasas.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm from Malibu.
Oh, okay.
I'm from the Valley.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, Malibu, geez.
Pretty nice.
Are you a surfer?
No, I hate the beach.
Picturing Allegra surfing is like a very fun
Yeah, I grew up in
visual.
Asbury Park, but I hate the beach. You know. Grew up in the Hamptons, hate the beach. But you two met in high school, right?
Yeah.
We did.
But moved to Brooklyn, which is the polar opposite, I would say, of Calabasas or the Valley or Malibu or anything like that. So was this just strictly like a musical move or?
Well, for me, I moved here for college. I went to Pratt in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay, nice.
And I've been here for like 5 years now. And then Legs made the music move.
Yeah. I went to school in New Orleans, so I was there for 4 years. And
Tulane?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And then when I graduated, I wanted to do music with everyone that was in New York, so I made the
Right.
move.
I mean, New Orleans is a pretty musical town, though. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I like it better.
Well, is there another member of the band that is not with us right now?
Yes, yeah.
Talk about who that is.
His name is Aaron Kobayashi Rich.
Okay.
And he's brilliant. He's our bass player, but first and foremost, the man who produces everything for us.
Ah,
Yeah.
way to go. He did a good job.
He did a great job.
Killed it.
Really good
He's
job.
very
Yeah.
talented.
Because I know in one of your songs you reference a drummer that quit the band.
Yes.
So is there a permanent drummer or just a guy that you're touring with or?
There's currently just a person we're touring with, yeah.
Okay. So congratulations. I'm going to hold this album up again here for the cameras. I'm reading here, courtesy of Rob at Polyvinyl, who is also in the studio with us. The new album, Household Name, just became the #1 most added at college radio and #1 on the specialty charts. Have you ever been #1 before?
I don't think so.
It's really surreal.
It's really weird.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just the beginning. I mean, but you
Yeah.
guys have been doing this for a while, so this is album #3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the one that feels like the most legit, I feel like. It's the one that, I don't know, we finally kind of are able to sound the way that we've always wanted to sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to ask you how you came up with the name Mama for the band, and maybe this is why, who knows, but have you ever been sort of in a sort of a friend situation? Maybe you're hanging out at a bar, or maybe you're backstage or whatever, and you're sort of having like a friendly sort of put down session with your friends, and you might say something to them like, well, you're this, and then they say, oh yeah, yo mama. Has that ever happened?
Well, Gen Z says your mom.
Yeah.
We don't really
Your
say yo
mom.
mama. We say your mom. It's kind of evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
I've
mama.
said that before.
Yeah, for sure. Yo, mom.
I love every song on this album. I can't say that about a lot of the albums these days. And a lot of new artists and bands actually don't even release albums these days. But I love you guys because you definitely have your own sound, like vocally and musically. But I can definitely tell that you have been influenced by some of my favorite bands over the years. And Allegra, at one point, you went down a serious Nirvana rabbit hole. Talk
Yeah,
about that.
Big time. Well, I just graduated college actually, so I was back home in LA for a couple months and just feeling lost, post college, broken up with my boyfriend. Yeah,
been there.
pretty brutal.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, I've always loved Nirvana. Everyone does, but I decided to rewatch Montage of Heck, which is the documentary. It's brilliant. Yeah. And then I woke up the next morning and I watched it again. And then I just kind of like went down this rabbit hole, like YouTube videos. I read the book Heavier Than Heaven. I was just really, really obsessed. And then I kind of got Ita onto my wave and we were listening to it like every single day that summer. And I don't know, that ended up being a really big inspiration for the songwriting on Household Name.
Also, I know the band Tenacious D. You were fans of. We actually just
Big
had
fans.
Jack Black and
You
Kyle
did not.
Gass.
No way.
No. Well, okay. We didn't have him in the studio, but it was a Zoom.
Oh my God.
But here's what's funny. The Zoom was literally at like 9 a.m. New York time, and they got up in L.A. at 6 a.m., pounding coffee.
Yes, they did.
And they were on.
They're men
I'm
of the
sure.
people. They're
They
of
were
the
on.
people. The people's champs.
The people's champs.
I mean, I just look at Jack Black and I start to laugh. You know what I mean?
It's
I
hilarious.
literally just need to have a conversation with him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I need to talk to him.
I think you will.
Yeah.
I think there's a reference to another great band in one of your songs, Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also Pavement.
Yes.
Like I said, these are some of my favorite bands, and I love that you fully embrace the idea of like a big sounding rock record. And the title of the album, of course, Household Name. You're just like, okay, we're doing it, man. Right? This is going to happen.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah. I don't know if the name was necessarily like a manifesting kind of thing. I think we
Right.
just thought it was kind of tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if it happens, it happens.
You know what? I'm not complaining.
I mean, come on, when it happens. Give me a break.
When it happens.
Come on. You were recently on tour with Wet Leg. There's a funny story about a laminate.
Oh God.
Tell
Oh
us
my
about the
God.
laminate and,
Yeah,
touring
so-
etiquette 101.
Yeah, so we had no idea that laminates were that big of a deal. And we were in Seattle, and it was like our first day of tour. And we're outside the venue. We're like, oh my God, we're playing the Crocodile. This is going to be amazing. So we all take a picture. We have our manager take a picture of us outside, and we're all wearing our laminates. The next day, we got a very stern talking to.
You're
from-
not supposed to post your laminate on the internet.
A wagging finger.
We got
Finger
fingers
wagging,
wagging
yeah.
in our face. Yeah.
Yeah, and we were like, okay, I'm so sorry. And then the rest of it was like walking on it.
Because people can
Edges.
just take that image and like make a fake one, I'm assuming, or like
Yeah, that's like the idea of it.
Yeah.
I thought they would change the color scheme or whatever, like in every city or something, or maybe it's not different for talent.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I think like the big thing was I feel like maybe they had like circumstances in the past that were maybe a little wonky that we didn't know about. And I think they were just trying to be extra careful, which is very fair. But we were very much like,
Changing the laminate is also a really big production because you have to go get a bunch of new ones printed.
Right?
And
No,
it's
yeah, I
just-
can imagine. Yeah,
kind of
and
a pain.
everyone's traveling and it's like
Yeah.
a pain, and I know I get it. But here's something really cool. Pete Wentz posted about you guys from Fall Out
Oh
Boy.
my God.
Yeah, that was so
that was really
crazy.
sick.
So what did he do? Did he post a clip of a song, or like what did he do?
He posted this really up close selfie, and he has blonde hair and a mask. And he posted a really up close selfie on his Instagram, and Medicine was like the song that was pasted or whatever in the photo. And I reposted it, and my mom and my dad were like, "Is that Ita?" Everyone thought that it was Ita. But
Yeah.
I kept on telling people at my work, I was like, "Pete Wentz just posted about us." And everyone was like, "Who is that?"
no
And I was
way.
like, "How do you guys not know who that is?"
That's funny. I was bragging about it at work, and everyone was like,
Yeah, he's the face of Fall Out Boy.
How many
arguably.
followers are on it? Was this on Instagram, I'm assuming? Or
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like a
couple hun-
million, couple,
Yeah, something like that.
I got some pretty awesome headlines here that are from articles written about you and this new album. Rolling Stone, Artist to Watch. NME, household name, fiercely ambitious grunge duo, aim for the stars. Do you mind being called grunge?
We were
Kinda
literally
weird.
just talking about this.
Yeah.
So we've got.
I mean, you're not Caius or anything.
No, yeah.
you know?
So someone said nouveau grunge, which I'm more okay with because if that's like its own thing, that's cool. But to be completely honest, I couldn't tell you a song from any other grunge band besides Nirvana. Like we
Right.
just don't listen to Soundgarden or Alice in Chains.
I just don't think we have that, like, you know,
Sludge factor.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Yeah, that's not, I don't think that's us, but I don't mind, I guess. It's funny.
I got some other ones here. Consequence of Sound. Artist of the Month, Mama, are a household name for the coolest of households.
Ooh.
I dig that one.
Yeah.
Ita, you did something that a musician, a professional athlete should never do. You broke your wrist.
Oh, I did do that.
What
yeah.
the hell? Talk about that. When was that? How did you do it?
Okay, so Allegra was there. So usually every year we go visit my family in a really small town that they live in Nevada called Yarrington. And there was one day that we were just getting like really drunk with my family.
Shocking.
And
Tequila shots.
I have a cousin, and I hadn't seen her since she was like 3 years old, and she's 15 now. She rides motorcycles. She's like a dirt bike rider. Shout out Trinity. And she was like, let's go for a ride. And I was like, okay. So I got on the back of the motorcycle with her. We went around town, which took about 1 minute because it's a very small town.
Right.
And then came back and she was like, your turn. And I was like, okay. Already like
You're full,
shots deep, like should not have.
But you know how to use a clutch and a.
No.
Oh, no.
No, that was the problem. I had never gotten
Shifting
on a
gears,
motorcycle.
forget about it. No.
I just thought it was like a vroom vroom little like, ooh, it'll be fine, And yeah, she let go of the clutch, or I let go of the clutch. I don't really know what happened, but next thing I knew, I was literally just like however many miles per hour speeding into the back of my aunt's trailer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then like immediately on impact broke both my wrists and like fell over and was like, ugh. It was just so crazy. And then that night, so because the town's so small, there was like no like there was no one to do my x-rays.
No hospital, like ambulance is going to take you to.
No, they literally gave me like Percocets in a baggie with my name written on it, like whatever. And then Allegra had to like feed me. It was just so horrible. But
so I mean, what? Did you go to a hospital like 2 days later?
No,
or something?
the next day we had to drive 2 hours to the closest hospital.
Oh my God! How long was the recovery for that? Like
it was like a month, a little over a month. I had to get surgery and then like had casts on both arms, which was so embarrassing.
Well, you couldn't play an instrument for like how long? I mean.
Oh, actually, I don't know. Probably like 2 months. And then what actually helped my wrists was playing guitar.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I had to like stretch
physical
my
therapy,
fingers.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah. It helped
So now you have to insure them as lethal weapons.
exactly.
Your hands.
Exactly.
Which leads me to the single, shockingly, big radio segue here. Motorbike. What can you tell us about this one? Unrequited love, perhaps?
Yeah, in a way. Yeah, I had a really big crush on this boy, and he rode motorcycles, obviously, and he kind of just wasn't that into me, which is fine.
I think there was a movie called that. Or a show.
He's just not that into you.
Oh,
yeah.
We've all been there. I mean,
yeah. But yeah, I mean, the song is kind of just about the fantasy, and the fantasy, the daydreams, sometimes you fixate on them so much that they start to become real in your head. So that's what the song's about. Yeah, he's out there somewhere.
Okay, so you're about to go out on tour again. Who do you want to meet or who do you want to tour with, record with? I mean, just give me like a top three, each of you.
Top three.
Each of us.
Go ahead.
Besides Jack Black, we heard Jack Black.
I really want to meet Kim Deal and go on tour with the Breeders. That would be like dream come true. Liz Phair, I think, is probably for both of us as well. Pavement tour I would not be mad at.
Yeah.
But then like more recently, I'd love to go out with Alex G or something like that.
Okay.
Big time,
Yeah, it'd be huge.
Biba Doobie. It's a
Yeah.
big one for us. We were really big fans of them.
Yeah.
I mean, Liz Phair is my number one. I
Yeah.
think if I met her, I would. That dog
Oh,
would
that
be
would
a
be so
really
cool.
cool
Yeah.
fit.
Yeah.
I feel like
I saw them.
if they did like a reunion,
Yeah.
I think that would be a good market for
Yeah,
us.
very true. Maya Rudolph used to be the drummer of that band.
Really?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
wow.
Isn't that crazy?
I
Like
didn't
way
know
back
that.
in the day.
Fantastic. Well, the band is Momma, and their new album, everyone, I'm telling you, go out and get this album because you're going to love it. It's Household Name is the name of the new album. They're playing the Stone Pony Summer Stage August 17th, Music Hall of Williamsburg October 8th. You can get all the info on the band, mommaband.com. Allegra Ita, thank you so much.
Thank you.
you.
No
This
more
was awesome.
motorcycles backstage.
No, never happening.
But stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you. I'll probably see you in Williamsburg.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll hold you to it.
Thanks for coming
You're on
by.
the list. Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you.
This is Out of the Box with your host, Jonathan Clark. Out of the Box, Sunday nights at 9 on Q1043.